Welcome, folks, to the Anything Goes Hokkaido video and audio podcast. We are your host. I'm Delana.
I'm Shinya.
And nice to see you, Shinya.
Nice to see you too. Yes. It is bright outside, but my lighting's horrible. Lighting. My lighting is horrible. So I've got my curtains blocking the blackout curtains and using the lights. So don't want to use electricity.
What was that little magic trick kind of thing you did right before we started?
Magic trick? It's just a moon.
Oh, cute.
It's just a moonlight. So
nice.
No, I mean.
Did you get that from Wish?
No, Amazon.
Amazon.
No, do you use Wish?
I did before this whole coronavirus thing made me wary of ordering anything from China. And not because I think coronavirus is going to be coming on the packages, but just because packages are not coming. But yeah, Wish is actually
use Amazon?
really good. I do use Amazon, but Wish is usually cheaper.
Oh, really?
A lot of times. Like when I had to buy winter coats for some of these video projects for the airport, I cannot usually shop here because I'm really tall and a bit curvy compared to Japanese women. So I ordered 2 or 3. What?
You can't just buy like a men's size?
I don't want to look like a man.
It's just a coat. You mean like a woman's coat more than like a ski jacket?
No, not a ski jacket. Like,
okay.
Fashionable. I'm going to be on 4K in front of everyone in the airport for months. Right. That kind of being my own, what do they call them? Fashion expert or such. But I was able to order like 3 coats off of Wish for the price of maybe 1 if I was going to go shopping in a regular brick and mortar store and find one that I really liked, and the other 2 are still good. So
it's quite expensive, I think so.
Yeah.
But just the difference is I like going shopping and I like checking the size. Checking the sizes and things like that. So
I do too, but it's I was so excited last year after I did this nutritional psychology program. I kind of lost a bit of weight and got in shape, and I finally could wear Uniqlo jeans, like the largest size they sell. But it was very exciting.
I don't know. I don't really wear jeans. Yeah.
Huh? Why not?
It's not enough space in the areas.
I guess it depends on the cut.
Yeah. Well, I do like it's not like proper like those denim jeans.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like half jeans, half pants. I don't know how to explain it, but there is like one pair of jeans that I do like, but I've had it for like a long time, like since back in Australia. Yeah. I think so. That's all I wear, but I like tights. So for example, when I'm exercising and it's a little bit cold, I wear, how do I say it? Tights? Are they called tights? Like exercise tights?
Compression tights maybe, or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
I
think I've seen your posts on Instagram where you're wearing those tight spandexy things.
Yeah, I like those.
All right.
Yeah, but jeans, it's too hot as well.
Mm.
At least those tights, it's not breezy, but the air gets through, But
yeah.
Yes, for denim jeans, if I just sit down on my ass,
don't worry about it. Anything goes.
My bum for like more than 15 minutes. Yeah, I just start getting sweaty.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's an issue. So, what's on our agenda for today? I know you have some things.
So, firstly, did you get your letter for Jumayan?
Yes, we did. And my partner very quickly posted that. So, hopefully it will be coming to us soon.
Okay, that's good. Me too. Well, straight after the podcast, I went downstairs and the letter was there. So
nice. Have you gotten your Abe no mask?
No.
We did.
It looks horrible.
Yeah.
My friend got it, and it looks like you're putting like a diaper on your face.
I didn't open the package. I'm thinking of maybe donating mine to like some charity in the Philippines I read about recently, or I've heard maybe orphanages or other places here in Japan are collecting them. In any case, I think that my kids might want to wear them, but I don't think they would after getting the fabulous fabrics for your face, custom-made masks. And I have yours. I just need to drop them off for you. They
I
fit
hate masks
so
though.
well. You hate masks? Will
I don't
they be
like
wasted
masks.
on you?
Yes.
Aha, okay.
The only time I wear masks is if I have to work somewhere where it's necessary. But if I go outside, especially now it's getting hot. No thank you.
Well, darn, if I'd known you were not going to wear them at all, then I would have had our fabulous fabrics for your face business entrepreneur on today.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess I would wear it, of course, for the advertisement, but in regular day life or everyday life.
You need it though when you go to the kindergartens to teach and stuff.
Right now it's online, so.
Oh, is that going well? Teaching online with the kids.
They're so rowdy. So rowdy, and you're not there, so you can't do anything. You just sit there and wait until the other teachers get their back to the spot in front of the camera. So I guess I don't have to do as much, but probably about 10 minutes of the hour, you're just sitting there waiting for all the kids to come back.
Yeah.
At least when I'm there, I can control them a bit more, and the other teachers are not necessary. Yes, but of course with the camera, they just see you through a screen.
Yes. And I was doing Zoom classes with my preschool students after we first closed down school, and it went pretty well until my school decided to copy what I was doing and broadcast an hour right before my English classes for all the students. So I'm getting like the 2 and 3 year olds after a full hour of being engaged on a screen trying to do English, and they were like just crying and exhausted.
But this is what I do every day, so it's not a big deal for me. For example, Sundays and Mondays, I teach maybe 10 hours through a screen teaching English.
No, it's not for me. In my case, it wasn't me teaching kids like it sounds like you are in one group, but I was individual homes, like trying to pull them in.
Okay,
and I couldn't get enough people to join after already being on an hour long with the preschool.
Right.
And so it wasn't financially worth my time to try and put all that into it. So I just decided to take the time off, and I went back today to teach in person. And not only was I wearing a mask, but my husband got me one of those plastic face guard things. I wore it. It was awful.
What is it? What is that for?
Well, it's extra protection because they say coronavirus can also be spread through eyes and just all these different orifices. So it protects you better and protects other people from sneezes and stuff. It looked ridiculous, but also like when I was trying to do like the total physical recall activities where you're using your body and even singing, I felt like I couldn't breathe. Like I was just so out of breath with the air not passing, even though it's open in the bottom. So I don't know if it's going to last very long for me or not, but I'm doing what I can to make everyone feel as protected as possible.
It's a bit selfish, but I'd rather take the risk than wear something like that.
If it was just me taking a risk, then that would be that. But I have family and elderly relatives and things to think about besides me, and just I think for the students' sake as well, if I can add that extra
I just
protection,
think if you feel like you're not healthy, if you feel like you're not healthy and you have to go out, maybe sure. But for me, I think I'm healthy, so.
Yeah, Yeah, me too. But there are those super carriers who never even have symptoms, and there are people. I mean, I guess you really wouldn't know for a few days after you've gotten it that you have it. So that's when you would be spreading it around. I mean, it's on one side, I feel it's a bit overkill or way overkill.
Overkill.
And I'm with you on some sides, but I also like to play the devil's advocate in conversations at times. So I guess since you are the reckless one, I'll be sticking to playing it safe. But yeah, I was very disappointed after the conversation I had at home. My tickets for when I had to cancel my tour in March to Tokyo, the points for the airline will expire in August. So I've been looking at maybe trying to travel down there and do some recording with the artist I was supposed to perform with, and make a little bit of use of that currently being wasted money. And my family is dead set against me traveling, so I feel like I'm not maybe going to get to go. But
what's the point? It's just what is it, like a coupon or like a discount?
I was traveling with Peach Airline, which is one of the LLC low cost carriers. So their system, if you buy their and this is something good for our listeners and viewers, Peach Airlines would be my top pick for the low cost carriers.
It's cheap, very cheap.
It tends to be the cheapest, and they are really quite hip as far as the services they provide and cutting back on unnecessary cost. And I've never seen an airline load passengers as efficiently as they do.
Oh, really?
Their system is really different from any other airline I've used.
I mean, I've been on Peach, but I would just compare it to, in Australia, we have Tiger Airways, and it is just a cheap version. Mm-hmm. If you want to save some money, just go with Peach.
Yeah.
There must be a cheaper version in America, no?
I don't know. I haven't lived there in a very long time. But yeah, as far as Peach,
how do you usually go back home?
Usually the last few years, American Airlines has had some of the better deals. I used to fly United quite a lot. I think I had a not so nice experience with them once, so not really keen to.
Well, I'm a Jetstar member, so I fly with Jetstar.
I have flown with Jetstar.
That's part of Qantas. Yes, and going back home is the cheapest way is through Jetstar. So I think it's like
they're related to Australia business-wise.
Yeah. So traveling around Asia specifically, Jetstar is a decent option. It's not too expensive, but like the quality is okay. Yeah. Just going back to my hometown, it's the easiest way to get an ambulance. Can you hear it?
Oh yeah.
And yes, anyway, from Narita or Kansai, and you want to go to Cairns or Gold Coast, between May and September is very, very cheap. Return tickets are about 4万yen per person. Yes.
Round trip,
return.
Wow.
Yes, very, very cheap.
You say return?
Yes, not round.
Okay, we say round trip in the US.
Okay, one way or a return.
To me, return just sounds like the coming back
going
part.
part.
Yeah. So, like my return tickets are in this package or something. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, yes.
Jetstar is good. I've traveled with them as like a combined flight from the States. I did have some trouble though when I bought my ticket. That never said that Jetstar would be the provider on the last leg coming back. And we went from like international service with having lots of bags, and I was with my kids, to like, suddenly there are bag restrictions and having to walk so far to get to the Jetstar.
The problem is, yes, the Jetstar is in the outskirts of airports usually. So for example, in Narita Airport, they're in Terminal 3, which is like the last terminal with a few other random airlines, as like Jeju or what is it, Hong Kong Air or something like that. And they're not in the main airports.
Yeah, and you often have to use the old-fashioned staircases, not like the bridge walkways, right? Like you're actually getting down onto the tarmac, which was a problem because I had like 2 kids and carry-ons and all these things trying to maneuver after like traveling internationally. So, but yeah, with Peach, if you're gonna get their very, very basic fare, it's like just carry-on under 7 kilograms of weight. And there's really like not much of a cancellation policy or any way to get your money back if you do change. You can't change your tickets. Then the next step up from that, which is usually 1,500 yen to 2,000 yen more expensive per
That's the same as
ticket. That allows you to change your tickets and have 1 checked bag. And since I was going to be on tour, I got the more expensive 2 checked bags available to change your tickets as much as you want, and you can get 100% of your fare if it's canceled or whatever back in Peach points, which is what I currently have and would like to use. So I'm going to see if because this was all
How come it
affected
expires in August?
Well, it's a 6-month
Oh, that's it.
thing, yeah,
Okay.
with their normal policy, but I'm going to see if I can maybe find out if they have anything in place due to the coronavirus issue, which is why I had to cancel in the first place. So we'll see.
Well, yeah, I'm going to Tokyo end of this month or end of June.
Yeah.
Yes, and I've already booked my tickets, and it's great because they are not using the middle seat. So, yes, all the Jetstar flights at the moment, I think a lot of airlines aren't using the middle seat during the flight.
Probably.
Because of social distancing. So, yes, no one in the middle seat.
Were your tickets the usual prices or have they gone up?
No, it's cheap. It's like less than Ichiban yen.
Okay, I heard in the news just yesterday that airline prices are supposed to be going up from now. Probably. Because especially with they're going to be doing lots of health checks and things, and that'll be included in the
I do think
ticket price.
Before Obon should be fine. Maybe a little bit more expensive than before, but not too much. But after Obon, yes, I think that's when goes back to closer to normal. And of course, during the holidays, that time it's crazy prices. So end of July, maybe it will start. The prices will start getting up there in a way.
Right. That's why I was looking at flying just the very end of July, beginning of August. The prices looked giddy safe.
Okay.
But yeah, things are always changing.
And of course, you need to check lots of different airlines. Specific days, they are less. My English is cheaper. So, for example, less expensive. For example, Jetstar Tuesdays and Wednesdays seem to be cheaper. Probably just because there's less people flying on a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
And most airlines are like that, from my experience.
Some airlines are on Thursdays. Okay. You have to go more specific, but definitely when you go fly on a weekday and go back home on a weekday as well, and then spend the weekend somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the
plan.
best way. Yes,
definitely. And I find a simple Google search from the destinations you want to go to is a really good way to find the most competitive prices. And then you just go directly to the airline website.
Do you use any specific websites? So, for example, Skyscanner is a big one.
I've used Skyscanner, but I tend to find, just a Google search and then comparing directly. Yeah.
And Google already recommends quite a few flights.
Like, the flights and the availability and the prices, and you can even go and they'll show you a graph of what the prices are like more expensive day by day,
right,
for quite a long period. So you can kind of check ahead and be like, oh yeah, it's going to go up from here, but this particular weekend is nice and cheap, or this one's not. That's my experience. Also, usually when you use I don't know about Skyscanner specifically, but I used a site called Cheapo Air for a long time. And I always thought it was really good. And getting a nice schedule, they were helpful. But you are ending you're going to end up paying some kind of fee for that service. Whereas if you go directly to the airline website and can get it all done there through their flight share programs, then that tends to be cheaper, I think. Okay. So what did you have queued up to show us?
Okay, so firstly, we'll be right back anyway. Firstly, we'll have a quick Hokkaido quiz. Hopefully the questions are alright. I just went on the internet and just searched up Hokkaido quiz. And the second one is, which city is the best for you? So which city in Japan is the best for you? Yes. What is it? Related to your personality, related to what you like, things like that. So we'll try and do like a screen share style. And answer some questions.
That sounds fun.
Okay, so we'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hokkaido travel tips. With its Rainbow Rock Beach and crystal clear water, Lake Shikotsu is one of the deepest caldera lakes in all of Japan. Surrounded by mountains, hills, and gorgeous nature, you really can't beat this one-day trip from Sapporo, which takes less than an hour from the city center. Located in Lake Shikotsu, Toya National Park. There's camping and fishing and paddle boats for people who like to enjoy the water. Just a short drive from here is the hotel onsen and shopping area for tourists. Just be warned that many of the restaurants are closed around 6 p.m. If you go at sunset, even during peak season on a weekday, the place is almost completely empty, which is perfect for our current COVID-19 lives.
Okay, so we're back, and funtrivia.com. Hokkaido is the North Island of Japan and the most interesting place, I agree. The location and climate of Hokkaido are important clues to many of the answers. So we should be getting 10 out of 10, right?
Hopefully, yeah.
Average score for the quiz is 5 out of 10.
Okay, we need a perfect score here.
Okay, so question 1. Which one of the following accurately describes a way to get to Sapporo, the main city on Hokkaido, from Honshu, the main island? So, take a train through a long tunnel under Tsugaru Strait, fly to the main airport, only 10 minutes from Sapporo, drive a long bridge over Tsugaru Strait, or drive through a long tunnel under Tsugaru Strait.
I'm gonna say take a train.
Yes,
through a long tunnel under Tsugaru Strait.
I agree.
Tsugaru Strait.
I mean, the airport is close, but not 10 minutes.
No, it's what, a good 45 minutes?
30 to 45 minutes,
yeah.
I'd say. So.
And there's no bridge, for sure.
And there's no drive. Yeah, you can't drive, I don't
you
think. You have to catch a ferry.
I remember recording many times, actually, for JR Hokkaido, the Shinkansen. So I'm familiar. The train does run through there.
I think it's a train too. Anyway, number 2.
Okay, shall I read this one and
okay, sure, go for it.
Take the answer this time. That's fair, right?
Okay.
Okay. 2. Many residents of Hokkaido are familiar with a certain American firm from which they order many things through the mails. What firm is this? Through the mails? Through the mail, right?
Mail.
Abercrombie.
Wait, what is this? What is this? American firm? Okay, sorry.
American company, I'm gonna guess. I'm thinking whoever created this quiz is maybe not a native English speaker, or at least not Australian or American. Okay, Abercrombie and Fitch, LL Bean, Land's End, and Sears Roebuck.
I've never heard any of these companies before.
You've never heard of LL Bean?
No.
Or Land's End, or Abercrombie?
I'm not American.
Oh, well.
I've heard the first one.
Fine.
So I need to leave it to you.
To be honest.
What? This is so random, no?
It is really random. I'm going to say it's not Sears Roebuck because I just imagine.
Do you think many residents of Hokkaido are familiar with these companies?
I think the first 3 probably just because they are quite famous brand names. But I'm going to say LL Bean, the clothing. But Sears Roebuck is like, I don't know, like Daimaru kind of big department store. And I just imagine it's like a brick and mortar shop in a shopping mall. Of course they have
as you say, brick and mortar. I have no idea
what brick and mortar is.
No.
Brick and mortar is used a lot in business terms, I guess, for actual physical stores that are like often made of brick and mortar or concrete.
Okay.
Whatever you put between bricks. But yeah, it's like a business term, I guess. I watched a lot of Shark Tank some years ago. So, these days with online shopping, brick and mortar shops are becoming less and less viable in some cases. I have seen an LL Bean brick and mortar store here in Sapporo, I believe. So that's going to be my best guess. However, I don't have a clue.
Okay, so let's go with LL Bean. Yes or no?
Yes, let's go with it, honestly.
Okay. 9 out of 10, here we come. Number 3. Wakkanai Port on the north tip of the island hosted more than 50,000 temporary visitors in the year 2000. Crew members from the ships of what country? Which country?
Oh, this one's easy. It's Russia for sure. I
think so too. I wouldn't think Philippines or Korea. I would think it's Russia as well.
Well, because you can see Russia from...
That would be the obvious guess, yes.
Yes.
Okay, next one.
4. The largest city on Hokkaido, Sapporo, was founded in about what year?
This one should be easy as well. Why are you thinking? Are you serious?
Go ahead.
1900.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Hokkaido wasn't anything really until 1800s, late 1800s.
Yeah, about the same time that America started to declare its independence. But I'm not a history buff by any means, so don't quote me on dates or anything like that.
Well, that's when Australia made their first government in 1901. There you go.
Oh wow, that's easy to remember.
Yes.
Number 5. When Hokkaido is shown on a colorful tourist map illustrating the regional attractions of Japan, it will most likely have a picture of what's shown on the island. Okay, can I just stop for a second here and say, this is what happens in the studio when you are recording with a bad script. And I fight tooth and nail to correct them and make sure that I don't sound like I just did. Really fucked up English, so...
Wait, so the person who's making the script for you in English is probably a Japanese person?
It really varies. Sometimes they're done...
So is a native speaker creating speech... I can't even talk. Creating a script for you like this?
Occasionally, companies will go through a translation company that employs native speakers, but they might be... The thing is, just because you're a native English speaker doesn't mean you're actually good at writing catch copy or writing papers or English.
I do think this is something that a native speaker... But I guess it's just an example. But... for something like this, of course, native speakers catch up on this, no?
It depends on the person. I mean, I have friends that are not very...
Just for example, like going back to number 3, where's it number 3? Number 4, it's not on Hokkaido.
Yeah, it's in Hokkaido.
Hokkaido. That's just basic grammar. And it's like...
Right, but some people, even native English speakers, are not good at grammar. So, but yeah, I was apparently good at grammar, and this is just part of my work. But I make mistakes sometimes too.
When I was in high school, I got, a C or a B in English, so I'm just average, but still. Yeah.
But still, I mean, a lot of it's attention to detail. And then a lot of times with the emphasis they put on writing and reading English here, I think sometimes the scripts are done by non-native speakers who kind of think they know better. But when it comes down to it, it's just like, nope, that doesn't work. So thankfully, most of my clients trust my judgment and will listen to me in the studio. But if their client is not there and the script's already been signed off on, there's a rare occasion I find myself having to read it exactly as it is and trying my best to make it sound okay. But normally I just, it's part of the, like, I just refuse to do that. So we haggle it out beforehand. But sometimes I don't get the script until the night before. I did one for a very, very large company that I will not mention, but everyone knows. And, I was like furiously, frantically trying to like do something about this terrible script before recording it. And I had only gotten the call the day before, so it worked out well in the end.
Interesting.
So, yeah. Okay, so we already read, but let me read it again a little more correctly. When Hokkaido is shown on a colorful tourist map illustrating the regional attractions of Japan, it will most likely have a picture of what shown on the island? A smoking volcano, a spouting whale, a black and white spotted cow, a clock tower.
So I would think smoking volcano.
It's not even my top 3.
You think it's a whale or a spotted cow?
I would either spotted cow or a clock tower. I'm going to go with clock tower on this one.
Really? Because you wouldn't think of regional areas of Japan?
The region...
Hokkaido. History and regional attractions of Japan.
Well,
so clock tower
the clock tower is kind of the symbol of Sapporo, which is the capital of Hokkaido.
But
so
is that regional Hokkaido?
Well, it says the regional attractions of Japan, so I think, of course, this English is crazy. So when Hokkaido is shown on a colorful tourist map of the whole
of Japan,
what is like the icon you're going to see illustrated for Hokkaido?
Okay, I'll probably say clock tower. Yeah, because they would show on a regional attraction of Japan of Hokkaido would just probably be Sapporo, no?
Mainly. And my second choice for a black and white spotted cow is because dairy is like one of our biggest industries here, so you often see that. I would say probably both of those are on a lot of Hokkaido illustration maps. But the clock tower is definitely like one of the biggest iconic images of this region.
I would just think I can see that. Okay. Clock tower
interesting point on the clock tower. This was some years ago, but I remember on TV they did like a ranking of the most disappointing attractions in Japan, and the Sapporo clock tower
the clock tower is
'3.
Not that good. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's like the 3rd most disappointing attraction you can go visit in Japan.
Yeah, if you talk about Sapporo, it would probably just be Odori Park. It would probably be the best one, though. Like for
Sapporo, Odori Park. I think the ski jump stadium has some appeal. Yeah. Although I haven't actually been inside the stadium. Although I also am the voice there, announcing stuff in the museum, I guess. So I've been there virtually, but not really.
Oh damn! Fake.
Have you been?
Yes, I have. last. I mean, I don't know.
Did you good. Do like the wind tunnel thing?
No, I didn't. It's good, but I wouldn't say like it's amazing. It's like good to visit. I think for lots of people, if they travel here, it's good to visit, but I don't think it's a top thing. I think if you like the ski jumps, and of course they used it back when they did. I forgot when they used it, but if you like that stuff,
the 1974 Olympics, I think.
I don't remember.
In 70s, anyway.
Yeah, but if
but the
they like
view.
that stuff, yes, if they like that stuff, it's good. You should visit there, but it is not necessary.
No, I don't know that there's anything necessary that you have to like go see as far as attractions are in Sapporo. I think the overall flavor of the city, like, you know, walking through Odori and maybe taking a photo at the clock tower, going up either JR Observation Tower or Asahiyama Park or someplace to see the city view, or maybe the...
Oh, there are some necessary things you have to do in Hokkaido, in Sapporo.
Okay.
I think.
Such as?
More like eating.
Well, I was getting to that. I was going to say,
Okay.
like,
Sorry.
places you have to go. I can't really think of any specific, you must see this. Things you have to taste. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's like the whole point of coming here. The food.
All right,
Okay,
number 6.
moving on. Your turn.
Should I try and speak like you as a commentator?
Go for it.
I don't know how do you usually speak. Sapporo is famous for its February snow festival, which features huge sculptures carved from blocks of ice. How are the largest ice blocks obtained?
I was focusing so much on your voice that I didn't pay any attention to the question. Yeah, that's one approach for sure. Very articulate, very soft.
I can't do that.
It takes
The real me, yes, one more time. So, Sapporo is famous for its February snow festival, which features huge sculptures carved from blocks of ice. How are the largest ice blocks obtained?
I like
the more up and down style.
Oh yeah, for sure. Are we getting the questions?
Oh, sorry.
Or the answers?
The military makes them from snow and water. Interesting. They are built up gradually by spraying water. They are cut from the river ice. They get the ice cut from the river. I don't know. They are frozen artificially indoors.
Oh, that's easy. It's the first one. The military makes them from snow and water.
There you go. Well, this year, what did they do? This year they grabbed a whole lot of snow from somewhere. Where was it?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I just know that they had to because we had hardly any snow this past winter season, which was lovely as far as being able to drive without any slick conditions and such. But it was really tough on all the ski slopes and
Yeah,
such, so.
of course.
Did you go to the snow festival?
No, I went the year before. Well, not this year, the year before. Well, that was the 20th anniversary.
Okay, yeah.
I went that time, but
20th? Thought it snow festival's been around quite
50th or something.
Thank you. I was like,
sorry. I have a t-shirt somewhere and
okay. Oh, you went and got the t-shirt.
Yes, I like getting t-shirts of concerts or anniversaries of some events and things like that. So
yeah, well, t-shirts look pretty good on you, but I don't wear them, so except cute ones like this.
Why don't you wear t-shirts?
Because they're baggy and they don't fit for them. Like I want baby tees, like girly. That
okay.
They look nice.
You don't just wear t-shirts like inside the house?
I used to, but no. No, I just wear like Uniqlo tops. They're so comfortable.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and I'm from Florida, so I like tank tops and sleeveless shirts and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really like just average. I got rid of most of my t-shirts. But yeah, I was on location during the snow festival this year, so I did not go, but it was probably wise as that was a big part of the coronavirus outbreak, all the congregating there. So
yeah, during that time, yeah, of course, it's not I would say it's a disappointment, but that's just because of the weather. Mm-hmm. So this year I think it just wasn't as good as former years, the years before, so I'm not sad that I missed it or anything like that.
Oh no, I rarely go unless I actually have work downtown during the festival that gives me a chance to pass through. I think a lot of people from here just want to avoid the crowds, and the different strains of flu is usually what people are worried about with all the foreign visitors. But anyway, we'll see what happens if we even have a snow festival this next season. My turn, number 7.
Yep.
Let's try a different narrator's voice here. At the Sapporo Snow Festival, you are most likely to encounter a vendor selling which of the following food items? Steamed, spiced tofu wrapped in seaweed, baked sweet potatoes, hot dogs on a stick, ice cream with fruit and nuts.
So firstly, do you say hot dogs is the bread and the sausage, or is the hot dog just the sausage?
Well, mainly, the hot dog could be just the sausage, or it could be the thing.
So
in
does
the
hot dogs
bun.
on a stick make sense?
No. I mean, it sounds like just a
it sounds like a hot
stick.
dog. It sounds, for me, my image is like you have a picture of a hot dog and you just put like a skewer straight through the hot dog.
The hot dog with the bun.
Yes.
I think this is again just one of those quirky English things, like sausages on a stick, or like bratwurst, franks, whatever. And it's your turn to answer, but
well, yes, during wintertime, baked sweet potatoes are very popular.
Yeah.
However, at the snow festival, last night at the snow festival, I ate, what was it? Kanima.
Kanima.
So, yeah,
what
it's
is
like
that?
nikuma. Do you know nikuma?
Yeah. It's
pork,
a steamed bun.
Steamed bun.
Like a Chinese style steamed bun, yeah.
But with crab inside, which is really good.
Never had. Was it like a cream sauce with the crab, or just crab?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds really good. My thing at the snow festival is the jagabata, like the baked potato that has a shitload of butter
melted
on
butter.
It. Oh my gosh! It is
and I also
amazing.
ate fried. What is it? Not fried. Grilled scallops.
Yeah.
Scallops.
Scallops. You say scallops?
Scallops. Yeah.
Okay.
Grilled scallops and hotate. Scallops in Hokkaido is really, really big and really, really delicious. So.
Oh yeah.
So it's not part of the answers, but ice cream is close. I think. I do think they sell soft cream.
Soft serve ice cream.
Soft serve ice cream.
Yeah.
Probably
I'm sure you can find different kinds of ice cream.
The Sanko people are crazy, like.
Oh yeah.
Eating ice cream.
Walking down the street in the middle of winter, for sure. It's definitely not the first one.
You think? So you think it's? I think it's baked sweet potatoes. You think it's hot dog on a stick?
I think baked sweet potatoes just because it's kind of the almost. You want to groan with the obviousness of it, but it's like baked sweet potatoes you can find almost any time of year. There's so much better, there's so many other foods that are so much better at the snow festival.
I do think I see baked sweet potatoes a lot more closer to the winter time. Well, of course, not in the festival, but I see it around Susukino and things like that. So.
Yeah. Let's go baked sweet potatoes.
Okay. If it's hot dogs on a stick, it's
gonna be a little shocking.
Bullshit test.
yeah, that exactly. I do have a really fun memory about the baked sweet potato vendor truck. When I first came here, I was probably only here for 2 weeks maybe, and my roommate's like, "Oh, I hear the sweet potato vendor," and she rushes out the door with her wallet from our apartment, and I'm running after her going, "What in the hell just happened?" And we chased this guy down for a block or two, and then spend
reminds me of the actual
700 yen. Oh. Sorry?
It feels like back when I was in elementary school chasing for the ice cream truck.
Yeah, ice cream trucks. They don't have them here, and that makes no sense to me. I would think ice cream trucks would do really well in Japan with all the kids in the neighborhoods and trust and stuff. But yeah, the sweet potato van guy, it's like the ice cream truck. And yeah, you drop $5.
I mean, the ice
$7.
cream thing only works half the year.
Not here. You know, people would still go out in the middle of winter and buy ice cream from the ice cream
Yeah,
truck.
but do you think people are just gonna get out of their house to go outside?
I would.
Oh, really?
Probably if, like, you know, it had that cool, like, oh, that kind of ice cream that you can't really find in the stores. Or,
Dosanko people.
yeah, we'd be crazy. Is it my turn now? 8.
Me?
You.
Yeah, I think so. For which of these wild animals is Hokkaido most famous? This one should be very, very easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have to ask. I think everyone should know this. Come on.
Well, read them for our listeners.
Mountain baboons. Are there baboons in Japan?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the monkeys
think
that
so.
sit in the hot onsen, are they classified as baboons?
No.
No?
There's no monkeys.
Snow monkeys. Okay. I don't know. I'd have to check that.
Brown bears. Mountain lions. No lions.
Yeah.
Rare kizuko.
Harp sheep.
I don't even know what that is.
Know what that is, me either. And the answer is ta-da, brown bears.
Imagine if it was harp sheep. Anyway, next one.
Hokkaido is the traditional home of the Ainu, an indigenous people that once inhabited all of Hokkaido. Which of the following is not true of the Ainu? They have blue or gray eyes. They have villages maintained as tourist attractions. Their homeland was originally larger than just Hokkaido. The Ainu language is related to Japanese.
Mm.
Oh,
So
this should be
number
so
two-
easy.
Number 2 and 3, I agree.
Yes.
I'm not sure about the gray eyes. I have a feeling there is a chance they had blue eyes.
No.
You don't think so?
None of the Ainu I've met have.
Of course, they have lots of tattoos. Related, but yeah,
Do
I
they?
don't know them. Oh, lots of them. If you see like the older pictures, they have tattoos like under their lips and
Ah,
around their faces and stuff like that. So,
okay.
but yes, and Ainu language is related to Japanese. It could be
Well,
similar.
for Hokkaido, most of our regional words are taken from Ainu, like Sapporo and Hokkaido and like Sukisapu and all of these things
Okay,
are from the Ainu language.
okay. So, first one, I
Yeah.
guess.
I'm going to say, yeah, 99, 100% sure, first one.
I've never heard of gray eyes though. Have you heard of gray eyes before?
Some people have gray eyes, sure.
You think so?
Well, I mean,
You mean like gray, like eyeballs? Like
no,
what
like,
do they mean
like
by
the
gray
iris.
eyes?
Well,
Ah,
what color are your eyes?
brown.
Are they like the almost black brown or more of a lighter brown color?
Almost black brown, I think.
Okay. Mine are green with brown flecks. But when I was younger, they were a bit more blue-gray.
Okay. My father's is olive
Okay.
green.
Yeah.
And
So,
I don't think it has changed. Yeah, okay. And number 10. A high point of a trip to Hokkaido is a visit to the tiny islands of Rebu and Rishiri, reached by ferry from the northern tip. Why would one go to see these islands?
ooh, I hope the answers make sense because I was there last summer.
To hike a
Okay.
mini version of Mount Fuji. I have never been there actually. To visit the northernmost point of Japan. To sample a local specialty sea urchin. All of these reasons.
Yeah, all
I
of
think
these reasons.
I've never heard of the mini version of Mount Fuji.
What is the name of the mountain?
There is so there is a name of a
Oh,
mountain.
there's an incredible, beautiful like mountain. But I think all the big mountains that look anything like Fuji are called
Mini
like
version.
you know Ezo Fuji.
Yeah.
Kind of near Toya and such.
Yeah.
It does look a lot like Mount Fuji. of course, much
All
smaller.
these reasons. Okay.
Yeah.
Ready for the
results? How did we do?
Okay, 1 correct.
Yes.
No bridge to Hokkaido.
Yeah.
Yes. Number 2 correct. LL Bean.
Woohoo! It's good getting
Comparable
skills
to
there.
Maine. Maine's largest retail company. Okay.
But yeah, they're really popular for outdoor
Russia.
goods. So
Yes. Russia.
yeah, that was a no-brainer.
1900.
Ah,
A
no.
black and white spotted cow.
Wait. Yeah, okay. See, that was my equally possible guess.
There you go.
But I felt like that was a trick question from the beginning because both answers are really equally viable.
1992, there were 13,900 dairy farms in Hokkaido, 25% of the total number of dairy farms in Japan, and 908,000 head of dairy cattle, nearly 50% of Japan's total number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go.
You can see
Okay.
me in our last episode. At the end, I put up some pictures of Eastern Hokkaido when I milked cows on the dairy farm for the airport programming. Yay.
Okay. There is a well-known clock tower in Sapporo, but it isn't used as a symbol for the whole island. There you go.
This is true. For the capital, you know.
Number 6, yes. The military. Number 7, baked sweet potatoes. Yes.
Good job.
It's way too cold for ice cream.
That's not true.
They don't know.
The people who wrote this quiz don't know Hokkaido.
Steamed tofu in seaweed is something I invented to sound exotic.
They have it probably, but
Yeah, they have it somewhere probably. 8 correct. Brown bears. 9 Ainu languages related to Japanese.
but then that's a trick question as well because 2 of those are absolutely correct.
So, that's like most quizzes. 2 of them are correct and it's down to 50-50. Some claim it is related to Basque, another mystery language spoken in parts of Spain and France.
Well, the way I took it, the Japanese language here in Hokkaido is very related to Ainu. So
maybe, I guess...
I still take
Japan
issue with that.
copied,
But
it's
what were
not
the other
related.
answers?
For Ainu one?
Yeah.
Was it like they own a little bit more than Hokkaido and the other 2 was like definitely correct.
It felt like, yeah.
Yeah, they were definitely correct. It was just down to the eyes or the language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And 10, all of the reasons. 8 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay, well, we did better than the average. But
Should be.
I'd say that's a pretty good episode for us. Anything we need to address to our listeners, our viewers, before we go?
Stay safe. Yes, of course, if you still don't need to go outside, it's just better to stay inside. Obviously, and it's getting warmer, so stay hydrated.
Yes.
Stay hydrated. And when you have a day off, have fun.
Yes. I think if you
Enjoy.
can get outside, definitely try to go someplace that's not too populated.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much for... what do I say? My mind went blank.
All right. I'll take it.
Take it away.
Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening to the Anything Goes Hokkaido video and audio podcast.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yes,
I guess
so
I'm
I'm
leaving
Delena
now.
and Shinya. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook at Anything Goes Hokkaido. Also, you can email us directly at anythinggoeshokkaido@gmail.com. Please be sure to subscribe and like our channel and share with your friends. Also, if you have any connection to Hokkaido or even Japan at large and you would like to be a part of our show, we would love to have you on as a guest if you are interesting. And I think most people are, so please contact us. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Shitake.
Ciao.
As always, a huge thanks to everyone who makes the Anything Goes Hokkaido audio and video podcast possible. That means all of you who are listening and watching right now. If you would like to be a business partner or a patron, please visit our Anything Goes Hokkaido Patreon account and see what kind of campaigns we have going on right now. There's early advantages to checking us out there. And we love you all, so please stay strong and keep it going, Hokkaido!